going to let you as like always, and we got some Bill Burr. We are pretty close to the end. I don't think I'm going to watch this. If I was maybe my throat was feeling better and all that stuff, my voice is going out. I also have a lot of videos to do, and I don't have all the time in the world. So what I might do is I might just cut this in half. We might do half of this now, and then I'll make the final video the following week or the following week after, depending on if we do Patrice. We'll probably end up doing Patrice O'Neal, which means 2 weeks or so, or a week and some change is when I'll finish this off. But like I said, crunch for time. Voice is kind of going out. We're just going to kind of have to baby this one. So with that, let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. We left off on 49:30. We're going to be starting about 5 seconds soon. So don't worry. Let's go.
Relationship happened a couple years ago, right? Me and my girl had this big argument one day, right? Actually, you guys want to hear a story? You want to hear about the time my girl punched me in the face on her birthday? You want to hear that one?
I've never heard the setup to this.
This is what happened.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm really honest, the fight started like 3 months earlier.
Jesus.
It's like the middle of March. We're just driving around. And all of a sudden, she sees this clothing store. She's like, oh, my God. I didn't know they had one of those out here. We need to stop and go in there. So I fuck it. Let's go in there. I walk in immediately. I see it's one of these stores that doesn't have any chairs. And I know what they're trying to do. I'm going to be standing right next to her. And when she likes something, I got to buy it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing that. I go over and I sit down underneath a mannequin. Got like the dress hanging in my head. Sir, you can't sit there. I don't give a fuck. Looks like I'm doing it. Looks like I'm doing it. All right? So unbeknownst to me, she finds some sweater that she likes, right? Some ridiculously priced, like $400 or some shit like that, right? So she knows it's not her birthday, none of that crap. She can't ask me for it. So now she's got to go into manipulation mode. What do I use? What do I use? Do I be sad? Do I pout? Do I use sex? Can't do that. You know what she went with? She went with the little girl, right? She just came out. She's just like...
You know the women laughing?
I'm like, what's up? She's like, saw something that I liked. I just want to be like, well, then why don't you fucking pay for it?
I never heard the opening to this.
So she goes over and she shows it to me, right? And I'm like, it's $400. She goes, can you get it? I go, no, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. It's not your birthday. It's not Valentine's Day. It's March. What am I getting you that for St. Patrick's Day? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing it.
Romantic, yeah.
So I don't know what happened. We're driving home, and somehow she manipulated the argument. Not that she asked for the sweater, and not that I said no. It was the way I said no, right? Got in this huge argument. Got so mad by the time we got back to the house, I just told her to get out. I'm driving away. So I just drove away in the Prius, right? So I was so fucked up about it, I had to call my sister up, right? Call her up to get a female perspective. She's laughing her ass off, going, you took all the bait. You're an idiot. I go, what do I do? She goes, well, why don't you go back down to the store and just buy the sweater? Hold on to it and give it to her a few months later for her birthday. And I'm like, fucking genius. Genius. I hate the pressure of the birthday. All her friends, so what are you getting her? What are you gonna get her? Fucking sweater, bitch. Bam. That's it. Got it. All right? Fast forward 3 months, it's her birthday, right? She's, I'm laying in bed. She wakes up. She wanted to go to some restaurant that night. She's like, did you make the reservations? I'm like, I haven't made them yet, but we'll be good, right? She starts freaking out. What do you mean? It's my birthday. What do you mean you didn't make the reservations? I'm like, sweetheart, it's a Tuesday in the middle of a recession. I'm sure that there's going to be a table, right? So she starts freaking out. In the back of my head, I'm like, I got this sweater. I'm good, right? So the more she yells at me, the funnier it becomes to me. But like an asshole, rather than laughing to myself, I sort of snickered out loud, right? Sort of giggled a couple times, and she just snapped, like, are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me on my birthday? And then the more she yelled, the more I laughed. The more I laughed, the more she yelled, and it was just this vicious fucking thing all the way up, right? She got all the way to the point she was standing at the back door going, you're gonna laugh at me on my birthday? Fuck you! Boom! Slams the door. Runs down the stairs. At that point, I'm literally in the fetal position, like dying laughing, walking towards the bathroom. Then all of a sudden I hear, she came back up the stairs. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a little scared for half a second. No, I did. I was in my underwear. I was feeling vulnerable. She comes flying into the bathroom, and the second I saw her face, I knew she was gonna hit me, right? And I'm such an asshole, I actually have a game plan for when a woman's gonna hit you. Like, That's how many women I've pissed off in my lifetime. I actually know what's going down. This is how it is. Most women, they're flailers. All right? Unless they had some sort of MMA training, then you're on your own. You're probably going to catch a few, right? So most are flailers. Most are right-handed. So you got to guess overhand right. That's the first thing you got to guess. So you get down in the pocket, right? That overhand right comes in. Bam, you catch that wrist. Second the right's coming, you know the left's coming. Bam, you catch that one. This is the crucial moment. Second you got the right, the next then you got the left. Immediately you got to step back and you got to go like this. Because she's going to try to kick you right in the balls. As she kicks you, then you spin them around, tuck your head down low because they will try to headbutt you, and then you just use the weight of your torso to slowly bring them down to the floor as you whisper sweet things. Oh, look at the tiles. Remember you picked those out? They go so well with the wallpaper. Right?
It didn't go that
She
way.
tricked me. She came into the bathroom, she invented this new punch. She didn't throw a right, she didn't throw a left. She came, I think, this two-fisted, I called it like the defibrillator, right? She caught me in the shoulder and like in my appendix, just fucking wham, like that. Almost went flying back into the bathtub. And I caught myself, and she's all ready for me to take the bait and flip out, and I didn't. I just remained calm. I was just like, sweetheart, I think you need to go to work now.
He's like, I will kill you.
She didn't know what to do. She's like, and she just walked out. All right?
I think anybody would be scared. Like, I don't think he would. I wouldn't. But like any guy that says you need to go now, I feel is like, if she didn't, he would then regret something later while talking to the police.
Went down in the car, drove to work. I walked out in the kitchen. I got some Cheerios. Sat down and started watching SportsCenter. Fucking 3 minutes later, all of a sudden the phone rings. Right? Pick up the phone and I just hear her going, hi. Okay, things got a little crazy. Like a little crazy. You almost split my head open in the goddamn tub. I'm sorry. I'm passionate. That's what they say when they start swinging. I'm passionate. I just have so much love for you. I try to cause you to have a seizure.
Yeah, in a man, it's savage. Fuck out of my face.
I don't know. I'm good at this. I fuck up my personal life all the time now. I really do. You know, I'm afraid to get married, man. Why man wouldn't be afraid to get married at this point? You know, look at Kobe. Look at the shit he's going through.
Oh, this is all great. This is great.
Guy's getting a divorce.
This is the best, one of the best
Wife's
parts.
gonna get $70 million. Never hit a layup in her.
Side note, he's told the joke about how his girl like punched him in the face before or something along those lines. I swear. Maybe not in this special, but I know he said it. And so I thought that's what that was going to be. I've never heard anything hello. Things got a little crazy or passionate or whatever. I've never heard any of that before. So it just shows you these popular clips that go around on YouTube are cutting out some gems, some just great things.
Life. You know, can anybody explain these divorce settlements? Can anybody make sense of these fucking things? Tiger Woods' wife, $250 million. She's a babysitter worth $250 million fucking dollars.
They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it.
Somebody, go ahead. Somebody, explain, justify it. Justify it. What, he cheated on her? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He cheated on her. Great, the relationship's over right then. Kobe cheated, right? Shouldn't that relationship been over right then? Why did she hang around like some jaded cop for 3 years trying to get her fucking pension, right? Get that 10 years in?
I hear all the guys laughing, none of the women.
I don't know, maybe that's too harsh.
No, it's not.
That shit bothers me, man. Dude, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country.
There it is.
And every night I put on the news, and I'm waiting for someone to address it. Every night, never see it, you know? And every night I bring up gold-digging whores, and the whole crowd pulls back like I'm up here talking about Bigfoot, right? Like I'm saying the moon's made out of cheese or something. Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere. How many? How many more great men are going to get chopped in half before we do something? Why is it so quiet in here? God damn, I don't get it. What is it? Is it women? Do you think I'm calling you? I'm not calling any woman here a whore, okay? So don't pull back. That's not fair, okay? If you brought up wife beaters, I wouldn't like pull back. I get it. There's guys hitting women, they need to be stopped. We gotta understand that gold-digging whores are the wife beaters for men. Yeah, they are. Except we don't have that Rihanna lumped up photo in the end, so it's not obvious. It's in the eyes. It's in the lines in your face. It's in Mel Gibson's high-pitched voice on the answering machine. I had to give up my Laker tickets, right?
Laker tickets.
That is the sound of a man being taken for everything he's got.
Yep. All the men, yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm envious of women, okay? I'm not saying your problems get solved, but at least they're taken seriously. You know? People, you got 1-800 numbers, you got ribbons, there's groups. People give a shit. Anything happens to a guy, it's just considered funny.
Facts. True.
Some woman cut her husband's dick off, threw it in the garbage disposal, and turned it on. People thought it was hilarious. They were, hey, Stumpy! Nobody cares.
I didn't.
Do you think if a guy removed a woman's titty and threw it in the dryer, anybody would be joking about it the next day? The entire country would grind to a halt. There'd be a moment of silence. The NFL would have some special colored headband everybody had to wear for an entire month. The most effeminate color they could possibly come up with. All my heroes are going down. Arnold Schwarzenegger, another great man. Another great man. Taken down by that gold-digging whore of a maid he's got.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not a piece of shit for doing what he did. It was a piece of shit move. But how come only he got chastised? What about the maid? Why was she called the maid that entire story? She was never called a whore, ever. Just boggled my mind.
Should have been.
She knew his wife, first name basis, played with their kids, fucked her husband in their own goddamn bed. That's right down the checklist. First ballot Hall of Fame whore. Right there.
It's a one-sided world
Never.
sometimes, man.
Why do you think she hooked up with him? Because of that 1987 flat top he's still rocking? The giant space between his teeth I could put this mic cord through? Or do you think maybe it's all that kindergarten cop money laying around the goddamn bedroom? No, it's awful. It's a horrific thing to see as a guy.
Quality's so
Watching
much
guys
better
go
on this
through that
video.
shit, you know? And then there's no sort of examination of it. They just go, he's an idiot. Hey, he's stupid. That guy's stupid. If that guy's stupid, what the fuck am I? Right? Does it even make sense? Why would you do that? Why would you accomplish all that and then fuck it up, hooking up with one of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life? Not saying I'm a prize, I'm just saying, you know? It's got to be something beyond that, right?
Let's smirk.
You know what I think it is? I think it comes down to the way he talks, you know? That dude should be unloading trucks in Transylvania. That should have been the height of his success.
Should have been.
But because he's a great man, he had the balls to move to America. Became famous for lifting weights. I lift weights, nobody gives a shit. He lifts weights, becomes super famous. Did he rest on his laurels? No. Next challenge. I'm gonna become an actor despite the fact that nobody can really understand me. Against all odds, he starts making movies. Get down, there's a bomb. Get out of there.
That was my generation, by the way, for the most part.
One of the biggest blockbuster stars of all time. What are you gonna do next, Arnie? I think I'm marry a Kennedy. There's no fucking way you can do that. Bam, he does it. Cherry on top, I'm running for governor of a state I can't even pronounce, and he wins the election. Why wouldn't this guy think he couldn't bang his maid in his own bed and get away with it?
Right?
This dude has been in the zone for over 4 decades.
For a long ass time.
4 decades, nothing but net. Bang a maid in my own bed? Dude, that's a layup. Are you serious? I had a hit movie with the midget.
Danny
Didn't need a
DeVito!
condom.
Danny DeVito's a midget.
Right?
Oh, no.
And then what happens? The smoke clears. Then all these trolls come out of the woodwork and start judging this great man. All these fatties, these fucking old guys who never got any with their jowls, coming on TV, absolutely reprehensible behavior. What kind of a public servant? His legacy is shrouded. Like they have any idea what it's like to be tempted at that level, right?
They
like
don't.
they have groupies as they waddle out to their Mercury Tracer, parked on the other side of a dumpster. Really? You're beating them off?
That part's funny.
This guy, he's not a great man anymore? Terminator doesn't count? Is that what the fuck you're telling me?
It
Because
counts.
he fucked Alice? Really? He's still not a great man because he did that. Then the whole thing's over? Anybody here think they could move to Austria, learn the language, become famous for working out, then be a movie star, then marry into their royalty and hold public office? How many lifetimes would you need? I'm on my 3rd attempt at Rosetta Stone Spanish. Right? How can I judge
true,
these
man.
guys?
It's one.
I can
you do a
barely
lot.
handle the temptations of Facebook. I'm gonna judge Tiger Woods. I golf. I don't walk off the 18th hole and there's a busload of Scandinavian women waiting to fuck my brains out. Sorry, ladies, gotta go home to the wife, right?
What?
No, it kills me. And there's no help out there for guys. There isn't. There's nothing out there to help you handle becoming rich and famous. There's nothing to prepare you for that platoon of whores that's gonna form on the horizon, right? Like Braveheart, faces painted, skirts on, will run down the hill, they'll jump on your dick in front of your wife. They don't give a shit.
Women be tricky.
It's not
I
even
guess
a
we're watching the whole
handbook out
thing.
there. I saw one article written about it on the cover of Time magazine. It said, why do so many rich, famous, and powerful men act like absolute pigs, right? And the article was actually written by a woman. That's like me writing a book, The 3rd Trimester, and What to Expect.
It's true, though.
Ladies, you're gonna feel the pressure.
Women be tricky,
How the
man.
hell would I know? You don't want to hear that from me, right? Then why is this woman telling me what it's like to have a dick? That makes no sense. You have no idea what it's like to have a dick. 24/7. Do it. Fuck it, do it. That's what it's saying. Do it.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, do it. That's how we survived as a species. Every man in here is programmed to fuck 85% of the women in this room. Right? Yeah, we are. Do it, fuck it, do it, you know? It's just that you won't. That's the only reason why we don't, you know? That's not you keeping your dick in check, you know? Some guy at Home Depot working there, he wants to fuck just as many women as a celebrity, right? But he can't do it because whores don't care about lumber, right? But the second he hits the fucking lottery, all of a sudden, you know, that do it, fucking do it, you know? That wasn't affecting his life. Then all of a sudden these whores show up. I'll do it, I'll suck it, I'll do it, right?
I didn't know this was the end
No,
of it.
somebody's got to step up, all right? I'm not even blaming whores, really. Just, guys, we're fucking idiots. What are we doing? Why are we working so hard and then giving it all away to some chick who did 3 shifts at a fucking Hooters, you know? They're fucking
That woman.
bums. Sitting there with fucking Dorito dust in their cleavage, walking around with hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm sick of that shit. That's what the law says. 100 years ago, I could beat you with a fucking mop handle and be like, well, that's what the law says. Doesn't make us right.
That's my favorite, I think.
It's unreal.
I wish we would have said it a
And all
little bit
this
clearer.
shit's going down, and we're not doing anything. What are we doing? Same old shit. Sitting around watching Shark Week, right? Watching shit about poisonous snakes half a world away, just filling your head up with all this useless information. What to do if you come face to face with a Bengal tiger? Don't look at it, don't look away. Slowly back up as you push your friend forward, right?
That's a good one, too.
All this useless information, yet hanging between your legs is this thing that could crumble your entire empire 7 minutes or less. Don't know a fucking thing about it. Even worse, you think it's your friend. Yeah, you know why? Because your dick's like a dreamer, you know? Your dick believes. It's like a motivational speaker. I don't give a shit what question you ask it. It's always like, yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Exit strategy.
We got this.
Later. We'll be fine. Where's your dick when you get caught, right? Then it's just slumped over like, hey, I thought it was a good idea, you know? Yeah.
I have some friends like that.
Dude, if your dick was a third base coach, it wouldn't hold anybody up. It'd just be fucking waving people around. Everybody, go in standing up. You got it. Oh, shit, here she comes. Slide. All right, you guys were awesome.
I think I
Thank you
didn't
so
know
much
this was
for
the end of
coming
it.
out. I hope you had as good a time as I did. Thank you.
I did. That was good. That was good, man. You can't. A little on the unfortunate side that it ends on something that was already like a main clip that we've seen before, but it was still funny. Yeah, dude, it is crazy. Even before Bill Burr ever came out with any of this stuff, you know, I think that divorce settlements was because back in the day, the man was the breadwinner, right? That's what it was. He made the money, she stayed at home. If you got divorced, she would be screwed. The wife would literally have nothing, no savings. Husband could take it all. And that's really fucked up. But in the modern world, after the bra burning generation, all that stuff like that, every woman has the option to work. I personally don't care how much of an asshole any one person is, man or woman. You know, there was a guy that was a jerk and the girl like killed him. It's like, okay, just give her the death penalty. Just get that trash out of here. If you're a cheater, do I think that you should get half the other person's stuff? Or should I say, should we go stereotypical and the man lose half of everything? Nah, I don't believe that. Who cares? You're mad. Then that sucks. You know, you publicly shame them. Let your friends and family know if you were that close. There you go. But do I really believe that someone should lose half their belongings, things that you earned? Well, you can't really lose. Well, cheating is a divorce is one thing. Divorce, you split everything that you've accumulated together throughout the marriage. If you cheat, you usually get a big payout of everything somebody owns. I necessarily don't agree with that. If you've became something great without the support of a partner, and then you end up being a piece of garbage, I don't really think you should lose half of your belongings. I think it's like if you have someone that supported you, that led you through those dark times, someone that helped you in that kind of capacity, gave you advice, you know, even participate in some of the business decisions being made, even if they don't work in that particular business. You know, you said, hey, honey or dear or snookums, you know, this is how I've went to school for stuff similar. This is probably your best option. Then yeah, you owe something to that person for helping you, for being your emotional partner throughout the shit that life is sometimes. But if it's just something as simple as I just have a really nice job doing real estate, you know, and then I just cheated with one of my clients and, you know, my wife got pissed. And it's like, I know it's like a weird thought, but I don't see half of your stuff having all it is. It's just a pound of flesh. That's what that is. They're not entitled to any of your belonging. It's just to appease the person that got screwed over by getting like some kind of revenge by taking your stuff. That's what I don't believe in. I don't believe that half of the stuff that never belonged to this person, and just because they're in your life now, they're somehow entitled to it. That's what I don't agree with. Maybe some kind of pain and suffering, sure. But to the extent of whatever boxing dude was losing his championship belt, that's just being vindictive. And I don't believe in that. Maybe there should be a certain settlement, whether it's money or something like that, but not half of what you own or have made. You know, just something. Just to say, yep, I was a jerk. Here's for hurting your feelings. Not, I know you're really mad and blah, 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 and all this other garbage. Here's half of everything I've ever made since I was 16 years old or something. Nah, fuck that. That's just stupid. Especially in today's world. Today's world, it's just a big whatever. Excuse me. I know that's, for a lot of people, that's probably crazy. Like, to just say, oh, divorce settlements, they're dumb. But, like I said, when you look at it as getting revenge, I think that's where it is. Now, in today's world, like, women still burn their clothes, so maybe if a woman cheats, you know, the man, you know, gets a little bit more. I'm fine with that. It's no different than, like, the short end of the stick that men get if you're not married and have a kid, and you have to file for your right to be the father of that child in whatever state you're in. Sometimes you're not entitled to those rights. The law is very here when it comes for men equality and women. Women still get the benefit of the doubt, and they still get preferential treatment most of the time. Now, things are changing. I hope things really balance out. I kind of hope for like a couple years, it's more of like this side, but who knows? That's just me speaking on somebody that grew up in the 90s and saw all the bullshit and all the women getting things they just didn't deserve because of reasons, right? The child has to go with the mom if your parents get divorced because reasons, not because they're better at it. That's garbage. I lived with my mom. I would have been better off somewhere else. So yeah, it's one-sided. And I guess that's what I don't agree with the system. I guess really what it comes down to fully, as far as other things like that, yeah, people should maybe get something for getting the short end, being treated like crap, not to a vindictive kind of way, not the pound of flesh, not revenge, but something. But it's mostly the system. It's the system that treats, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's outdated and it's mismanaged. That's why people that went to jail for having certain drugs like weed or something like that are now being released because it was kind of bullshit. But the times were the times, and it's the same way for all avenues. It's just the system does not benefit certain people, whether it's male or people that aren't white or something. So I guess that's what I'm mostly annoyed with. Not really. Well, still, divorce settlements are stupid, but still, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to explain it later.